Welcome to our classroom. In our previous discussion, we have concluded that developed countries have followed a particular pattern regarding GDP and employment. Now, what about Indian context? So, Indian context, GDP, the change in GDP took place, but the same change has not been taken place regarding employment. So, what is the reason for that situation? Because the employments, that is jobs, were not created in second sector and third sectors. Jobs are not created in industrial sector and service sectors. That is the main situation for that. And let us see, in Indian context, more than 50% of people are under agriculture. More than 50% people working in agriculture. So these more than 50% people are producing GDP about one fourth of total GDP they are producing. You know how much one fourth? Now right. Next come to other sectors. So about 50% of people working in second and third sectors, that is industrial and service sector. So these employees are providing three-fourth. These employees are providing three-fourth of total GDP. So do you understand how much three-fourth, how much one-fourth? Let us try to, I will tell you. So see here, this is total economy. So three-fourth mean we divide into four parts. Three-fourth. This section, it is three-fourth. So three-fourth, this of 50% of people, about 50% of people who are working under industrial service sectors, they are providing three-fourth of GDP. This much up to here. What about this? This is one-fourth. It is one-fourth. So more than 50% of agriculture employees are providing one-fourth of GDP. It means so more people are engaged in agriculture because there is no scope to go in other sectors. Jobs are not created in industrial and service sectors. So that is the situation in India. It means we conclude that more people are working in agriculture. More people are working in agriculture. More people are engaged in agriculture. So suppose we take some people out from agriculture. Do we see any decrease in agriculture production? No. Suppose we take out some people, more people are engaged in agriculture. So we take some people, a few people we take outside. A few people we take outside from agriculture, but the production will not be changed. In this case, all are working, all are engaged, but these are all are not fully occupied. They are not fully engaged. They seems to be engaged. So this situation where more people are engaged than required. Let's try to write one more sentence. More people are engaged than required. More people are engaged than required. This situation is called as disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment. So what is called disguised unemployment? So this is the situation where more people are engaged than required. So if you take out a few people from here, the total production will not be affected. This situation is disguised unemployment. Now to understand easily, we take one example. Example, it is given in textbook. Gayatri, who is a small farmer. Gayatri is a small farmer who has 2 hectares of land, 2 hectares of unirrigated land, which depend on rainfall. Now, what happens? Total family members. So there are 5 members, 5 family members. These total 5 family members work on this small plot. There is no other way to go work in other fields, other sectors. So we can see that all these 5 members are working. In fact, actual fact, they are not fully worked. They are not fully employed. They are not fully occupied. They seems to be. They are doing something, but not fully employed. So this situation where people are not fully, they are working less than their potential. Where people are working less than their potential. So this situation, the situation where people are working less than their potential. So this situation is called as underemployment. So it is not visible. It is not visible. It is contrast to unemployment. What is unemployment? So people who are able to work but do not get any job. So those are unemployment. So their unemployment can be visible. But here, this situation, it is not visible. Now, will you give suggestion to Gayatri to get some more income to her family? Yes, we can suggest 1 or 2 people. They go to work other lands. Suppose landlord is there. So these 2 people may work in other land, so that that her family will get some more income. Otherwise, they can start a self business, like running a business or trade, transport. They can, by doing all that activities, she can earn some more money for her family. Okay. Now, so we cannot see can you see differences or similarities between underemployment and disguised unemployment? Disguised unemployment is a form of underemployment. So not only we see underemployment in agriculture, so we can see underemployment in agriculture as Gayatri case, agriculture, and same time we can also see in industry and service. So underemployment can be seen not only in agriculture, it also you can see in industry and service sectors. You take one example. Thousands of people are there. They are working casual laborers, searching for jobs. They are working as painters, plumbers, repairers, and also some people they sell the goods in the streets.